Mayors who deposited more than R1 billion meant for service delivery in the now liquidated VBS Mutual Bank will know their fate this morning. Premier Stan Matavata will release a forensic report commissioned by the Provincial Treasury Department. It will follow that of the Reserve Bank, the Great Heist report, which has also implicated two senior ANC officials, Treasurer Danny Msiza and Deputy Chairperson, and Member District Executive Mayor Florence Radzelane.
In 2018, a modest South African bank collapsed, leaving a trail of empty accounts. Devastated pensioners and untraceable millions. VBS Mutual Bank. Once a trusted financial institution for poor and rural South Africans, had become the front for one of the most elaborate and brazen financial crimes in the country's democratic history. This is the full, unfiltered story of how a group of politicians, executives, auditors and even royalty looted nearly R2 billion, and how it all came crashing down. VBS Mutual Bank was founded in 1982 in Limpopo province, aimed at servicing the underbanked Stockwell groups, burial societies, pensioners, and villagers in rural areas. It was small, community-driven, and deeply trusted. But between 2015 and 2018, that trust was shattered. More than R1.9 billion was siphoned out of the bank through fake deposits, fraudulent contracts, bribery, and a sprawling web of shell companies. The bank was looted from the inside, and the mastermind behind it all, Tshifhiwa Matodzi, the chairperson of both VBS and its parent company, VBS Investments. Tshifhiwa Matodzi orchestrated the scheme with military-like precision. He created a criminal enterprise of fake financial contracts and shell companies designed to steal depositor money, make the bank look profitable, and cover it up with bribes and cooked books. In July 2024, he pleaded guilty to 33 charges, including theft, fraud, corruption, racketeering, and money laundering. Each count carried a 15-year sentencing, up to 495 years in total. But the court allowed the sentences to run concurrently, meaning he'll serve just 15 years behind bars. Matodzi alone pocketed around R325 million. Matodzi didn't act alone. He had an inner circle of trusted lieutenants. Philip Truder, VBS's chief financial officer. He helped falsify the bank's financial statements and was the first to crack. In 2020, he pleaded guilty and received a 10-year sentence, serving 7 years. Andile Ramavunga, CEO of VBS, he's alleged to have received R28.9 million, but denies wrongdoing. Fofi Mukadabwane, the bank's treasurer, he admitted, receiving R30.5 million and played a direct role in manipulating credit entries. Robert Majanga, a former executive at VBS Investments. He was allegedly paid R30.3 million and denies any criminal conduct. All of them had a role in propping up fake income streams through fabricated contract finance deals and diverting millions in real deposits. One of the key crimes Matodzi and his team were charged with was money laundering. But what exactly is money laundering? Money laundering is the process of making illegally gained money known as dirty money appear legal or clean. It typically involves 3 stages. 1. Placement, introducing the illegal money into the financial system, often in small amounts to avoid detection. 2. Layering, moving the money through various accounts, shell companies, or offshore entities to obscure its origin. 3. Integration, reintroducing the now cleaned money into the economy through real estate, luxury items, business investments, or even political donations. In the VBS scandal, laundering was done through fake invoices, shell companies, bogus consultancy contracts, and looped transactions, all designed to hide the source of the stolen funds. This allowed them to spend the money on luxury cars, homes, holidays, and political influence without raising red flags. A scandal of this size doesn't survive without silence or complicity. Enter KPMG audit partner Tshifhiwa Matodzi. He signed off on VBS's financial statements, despite obvious red flags, and was paid over 34 million rand in kickbacks. KPMG South Africa has since paid 500 million rand in legal settlements after being sued for its role in enabling the fraud. Meanwhile, Matodzi's assistant, Takalani Veronica Mumbi, managed many of the shell companies used to launder money and create false assets. Then there were political fixers like Kabalo Matsip, who allegedly helped distribute bribes, and Paul Makavhu, an advisor to the Venda royal family who facilitated investments into VBS in exchange for payouts. Perhaps the most outrageous part: they stole public money. VBS and its criminal network bribed officials and some of the poorest municipalities to illegally deposit municipal funds into the bank in direct violation of the law. Eddie Makamu from Collins Shebane. Municipality was convicted in 2025 for investing 120 million rand in exchange for bribes. Johannes Molala, municipal manager of Fedigo Matubits, funneled 230 million rand. Lingani Malulik from Thulamela approved 30 million rand in investments. Kiobaka Kugatitso, a businessman, received almost 500,000 rand for his role in fake transactions. These funds were meant for roads, housing, clinics, but were stolen to feed greed. In a leaked affidavit, Matodzi made shocking claims. He alleged that EFF leaders Floyd Shivambu and his brother Brian Shivambu received over 16 million rand. Julius Malema, the party's leader, was allegedly paid 5 million rand up front, followed by 1 million rand a month to keep quiet about the scandal. Brian Shivambu's company, Skamika Projects, later repaid 4.5 million rand, but denied wrongdoing. The ANC wasn't left out. Danny MCS, ANC Limpopo treasurer, and Florence Radzalani, the province's deputy chair, were implicated in facilitating illegal municipal investments. Both were removed from their posts at one point, but have since returned to politics. Even former National Treasury Director General Dondo Mogajani was named in the affidavit as receiving a 1 million rand bribe to overlook illegal municipal deposits. He denies this and is under investigation. The biggest losers? Ordinary South Africans, pensioners who lost their retirement, burial societies who couldn't bury their dead, rural stockfuls, and church groups who trusted VBS with their savings. Some victims died before ever seeing justice. Others, like whistleblowers Roland Mahoney and Timson Shalelo Thabang Mapa, were murdered after coming forward. To date, 6 people have been convicted, 35 arrests have been made, or 670 million has been recovered, barely a third of what was stolen. Investigations are ongoing. The Hawks and the National Prosecuting Authority are reportedly preparing more arrests, including senior political figures and municipal managers. But many South Africans feel the damage is done, and justice has been too slow. The VBS Mutual Bank scandal isn't just a story of theft, it's a story of betrayal, of systemic greed, of how political elites and financial executives preyed on the most vulnerable. It is a reminder where accountability fails, corruption thrives. If this story shocked you, share it. Let the truth be louder than the silence that protected these criminals for so long. Subscribe for more deep investigations like this. And leave a comment below. Do you think true justice was served in the VBS scandal? Till next time, stay alert, stay aware.